Ward 2 Councillor Cameron Kroetsch returned to the Hamilton Police Services Board today after a 15-month conduct suspension. With his return, a motion that calls for more oversight of officer-involved charter rights violations was going to be discussed, but the board decided last minute to move it over to a governance committee. Eric Vieno was at the meeting today and has more. Eric?
Adam, the motion was actually brought forward back in May, but at the time, no other board members would second it, so it wasn't discussed at all. The motion was put forward by board member Anjali Menezes back in May. At the time, no other board member seconded it, which means it wasn't discussed. Today, with Cameron Kroetsch's return, it's having its time in front of the board. The motion calls for more tracking and reporting of charter rights violations, specifically a list of cases where charges were dropped or evidence excluded due to charter breaches, as well as how police learn of the violations and what training follows that. The motion points to several recent court proceedings regarding Hamilton police officers violating the Charter of Rights and Freedoms while making arrests. About a week after the motion went undiscussed in May, the board put out a media release saying Hamilton Police already produce a comprehensive annual report, communicate proactively, and have increased training 700% since 2021. Board member Menezes and board member Kroetsch both explained today why they did not vote for the release to be accepted.
There's an implied notion in this media release that this issue was discussed at the board and that there was some kind of consensus or a vote to officially state what the position of the board is, and so it would be the only reason why I'm not voting in favor of this item.
I'm also not voting in favor of the media release for a simple reason. I think just because my name's on it, and in the media release it says this was considered by the board as a whole. I certainly wasn't here at the time to consider anything as a whole, and so I don't want my name on the release, so I'm just going to vote against it because I don't think it should be there.
So the motion has now been moved to a governance committee. It's unclear exactly when it's going to return for discussion.